Okay, I was floating around the different computers quite a bit. Lots of chaos, lots of backtalk between nations. Romania was not particularly happy with what happened down here. And,
please enlighten me what happened since this morning, because I see a lot of change. I say France. France was not there this morning.
Okay. Hang on. Before we get to that,
we have a note.
Before we get to that, we have another.
We have a note. A spy
note.
came.
Tell me what does this say?
A coalition of Aztec, Inca, Texas, Genoa, Spain, Sardinia, Piedmont have been formed, called the Tattoo Pact, to solve the Asian problem and France question.
The Tattoo Pact. To solve the Asian problem and the French question. Okay, well, I have questions about France.
As well. What happened here?
Okay.
What was that?
Well, there was in England, as you remember.
Yeah, yes.
They decided to form France, an abomination, and there was a war that lasted forever around here.
I see the pirates have grown.
Oh God, yeah, not England. This is Texas.
Texas.
So multicolored Britain is still a thing. We have the Aztecs, we have Genoa.
And they scared the Norway from
yeah,
this land.
Norway was forced to retreat and become
To
Scandinavia. Of course,
Fine.
Sardinia is still
Sardinia,
around. They got
Iceland.
as you do, right? Normal things going on.
Yeah.
We have player wars, speaking of Scandinavia, and they are against Nepal. So this, I suppose, is the Asian problem.
The Asian problem.
I want some more info on what exactly is going on.
I want to see some cats had lunch and everything changed.
I want to see some cats. There was another guy that went out to see the cats when I was there as well. He fed them some dry food and some canned food.
Oh,
they all
good.
came out. I think there were 10 of them total.
Oh,
So
of course.
this is how it looks. Punjab is pretty strong, and they got good ideas. But Smolensk are here with 6 fire, loads of cannons, and their cannons are very good at what they
amazing.
do. So what's the nature of this war? We've got Nepalese trying to take over Tikrit. I like to think I know everywhere in the world, but I don't know what a Tikrit is. Oh, of course, Mesopotamian Tikrit. That Tikrit. Well, it's not so.
Who wants that?
Nepal wants this,
Oh, of course they
and
want.
obviously Persia doesn't want to give it up in a hurry. The numbers game looks very much in favor of Persia and their friends, and it includes Prussia.
In Scandinavia.
Yeah, Are Scandinavia getting involved in it? I don't see their armies around here. So
I mean, they accepted, but where are they?
their armies are over there. They're occupying Wuhan.
Oh.
Wuhan was big and scary, but maybe they were a paper tiger because they are under occupation now.
Not that scary now.
Can Yuan get their units together and eject the Prussians, the Scandinavians? Since Prussia is only at Tech 19, I don't think they need to be feared that much. That means they don't have the military tactics bonus from Tech 21, which is huge. So here they are, they're going in. We'll see exactly how well the Prussians fare against Yuan, because they are going in for a fight right here. It's just desert, no terrain advantage either way. Oh, Prussia don't like this. Not like this.
Oopsie.
Prussia are renowned for having the best troops around, and their discipline is so much better.
Wow.
So much better, but cannons decide these. That should actually be something for Yuan to worry about. They won that, but that was just a tiny Prussian stack of only infantry.
They have more.
What do we have? We have some sources telling us stuff, right?
Yeah, we have outside source information saying that October will be exciting.
Ooh, well, that's not too far away.
Yeah. Keep track of time now.
That's so vague, right? Where do you think will be exciting?
I don't know. We've heard about this coalition to solve the Asian problem. Maybe it's something related to that.
I assume it's not going to involve anybody that's already at war here, because I mean this is already ongoing, and it's kind of at a stalemate with Yuan. So I would assume it's something European, potentially involving one of our new worlders.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
What are they up
bordering. Hard to say. Wait, what's Sardinia Piemont's at war with Batua? Sardinian War of Honor against Batua. Okay, that ended fast. There wasn't a lot of honor.
Yes.
But no, we're in September now. Apparently next month's going to be really interesting. But I've been trying to see who is positioned and ready for something interesting. The Swiss have just moved over to their border, and there's a truce that runs out in October with Hanover. Hanover
And
is
they're-
busy drilling their units, so
Oh
they're
my
not
God.
prepared for war. They're only allied with Andalusia, and I have been hearing a lot of people unhappy with Andalusia.
And I don't think Andalusia is going to help them.
Well, let's
it's
have a look.
just a hint.
Let's look at it from Switzerland's point of view. Yeah, no, Andalusia were apparently part of a coalition against Botua and did not join it. But
No.
I didn't see this agreement, and I went to look on the board, and there was no such agreement. So if I was making
so
the call,
it was just vocal.
okay, so here
If
we
you
go.
don't write on paper,
The Swiss conquest of Hanover, Andalusia have joined in, but Switzerland are so strong. I wonder if anyone else will jump to defend Hanover because they have marriages elsewhere. Oh, look at that! France and Netherlands truces there. They either broke up or were forced to break up. Hanover could be
it's going
dead.
to take forever.
It could be dead and buried before Andalusia makes it.
Yeah.
So we were promised a bit of excitement around here. I think Hanover would see it a different way.
Depends on the point of view.
They're standing there, they're
Excitement.
looking at the Swiss. Now, the Hanoverians have a 3-star general that they're moving in against the Swiss. That's quite... They are 2.3 morale lower, equal on
God.
equal on discipline, equal on tactics.
Oh,
but
they're so doomed.
they are just. Oh, I mean, they're killing a lot of Swiss, but they're
But still,
not
not enough.
nowhere near enough. They got sent packing. All that drill, and they've just melted it away through that battle.
Oh,
And I can see Genoa running around in the
around.
background. This does not look good for them.
I don't think
But
so.
I wonder if Switzerland can do divide and conquer, right? They defeat Hanover, nobody saves Hanover. And then maybe they defeat Netherlands, and no one wants to. And then they just keep going until all their borders
Everything
expand.
Switzerland.
I think if they were to attack Italy, they'd get a lot of friends. I mean, I'm continuing to plug this idea that Italy should be attacked by Switzerland.
Yes.
Because that would just be fantastic. They've
I
been.
hope Lawrence is not listening to us.
Lorenzo goes, no, Jake,
no.
no, not my Italy. I mean,
Italia.
Italy would win, but no.
I'd love to see his face now.
He's been making puppy dog faces at me for a
Yeah.
month, so it's pretty cruel.
So
but
expressive.
yeah. Okay, so here we go again, and now they've got the Burgundians attacking in with them as well. And whilst Hanover bring everything they can, it's just not. Oh, okay, that's a lot of losses for the Swiss, but it's just not enough.
Oh,
Not
talking
it.
about him.
Oh. Are you stream sniping, Lorenzo? I think you're stream sniping. He's probably. Yeah, I think he was over in the Paradox chill room. Oh snap! I need to remember to go there later. Oh well, something for my
So
5-minute break later on.
So let's go back.
Yeah, I don't see.
Do
a
they
few-
have troops left? Yes. They
Yeah, I
have.
mean Hanover have troops. They go in, they get beaten, they get
Yeah.
forced back. I just can't see a timeline in which they're able to dislodge the Swiss, because the Swiss still have the biggest, meanest, baddest army in the. I'm gonna say in the world, but after I've confirmed it, in the world,
Yes.
just slightly above Nepal. Good
Wow.
grief, that Nepalese force limit. Nepal can
Jeez.
support 421,000 troops. Why are they even
Yikes.
calling in allies for their wars? Speaking of, I don't want to
It's-
completely
yeah.
lose track of that.
How are they?
There's still this this block here, but this devastation is hurting their mandate. That devastation is quite a lot to be
Yeah.
losing, and do not have an easy way out of the war. Separatists rising up, Scandinavians, Prussians. This could be what the goal is, right? They just want to destroy Yuan, which makes me wonder,
Maybe.
why did Nepal start this war, and why did Yuan join in? What did Yuan have to gain from this? Persia
What they're
just
thinking.
Persia are just sitting quite pretty. They've got forts galore in good positions. They can just sit back and relax, kind of. Even if they punch in a bit, they can just be pushed out. Oh, Nepal's inner workings are a mystery. Perhaps we'll get them on stream for an interview
Yeah.
at some point and figure out what they're doing and why. Meanwhile, it's just Hanover getting blitzed. Poor Hanover, and they're getting sent home again.
Oh.
But
Oh,
Andalusia have
Andalusia.
arrived,
Oh.
right? We saw that. Let's get an idea of where Andalusian troops are. They're consolidated into
Was
two
fast.
armies. Yeah, they got up here faster than I thought. But look, they're taking the early modern
okay.
equivalent of an Uber. They're heading up by boat, launching themselves
Uber
into
boat.
Stade. And that'll be 15 ducats plus tip for them. So here they are. They're going to get their units together and try to prize out the Swiss with an early modern crowbar. But I'm not sure it's going to be enough. Still, the Swiss are being foolhardy, bringing in all those units there. The Swiss don't have a ton of cannons. If they just swiveled around here and attacked directly into these infantry-only stacks, they could do a lot of damage.
It looks like they're not moving.
No,
oh, they're set to move, but wrong direction.
Hanover have a lot of damage to undo for their units. It's kind of undone. Their drill is gone though. That's going to hurt. So I strongly recommend them not attacking into the Swiss stack. But the Swiss stack is going for this. Oh, leaderless stack right here. That is bad news for Andalusia. No. Extremely bad news. That's going to be a very fast wipe. Very fast wipe. Andalusia, no, you've got all those great ideas, all those great units, and they were just sent home in a paper bag. That was
Switzerland came like Thanos and they did like this.
Yeah. Switzerland saw an opportunity. They took it. They're getting attacked here.
They're strong and smart.
Yeah, but they're getting reinforced and there's the thing, the Swiss have just played so clinically well in this campaign. They said, we made one mistake, and that was trusting the Pope. And I was like, okay, fair enough.
Never trust the Pope.
Well, at least they can learn from that mistake, and there's not even a Pope to trust anymore.
Yes. Everything's gone, right? On the Papal States?
I think so.
They had one province.
Papal Holy War, Papua and Peninsula, but no Papal States. Where is Papal Holy War?
What?
Okay. Join Papal Holy War. Oh no, what is this?
Waiting for you.
Well, we have heaven is waiting for you. Join Papal Holy War. The advertising.
Yes.
The advertising around here.
Almost as good as they are.
Tell you what, the anti-pope still exists. So Avignon, right here, they've been going strong since like day one, and they I believe have been a march. I don't think they were always a march of the Swiss. No, they were definitely a march of the Papal States early on. Well, works for Switzerland, right? It's a bunch of free troops that they can enjoy.
Damn it!
And
look at that.
Yeah, Switzerland is just cleaning up house. They don't even care that they don't have cannons.
Everything.
They don't even care that they're not using cannons. They're just running right in. That could actually hurt the Swiss quite badly. They're not reinforcing with cannons. No, not at all. Oh, well, maybe they're just trying to feed. They're feeding Hanover a nice win. A very nice win. Oh, look at them. Look at them traipsing home. Can't believe it. For a long time we didn't have this this retreat animation where people were like, they just marched back normally.
Marching back.
we fixed it because we had these animations, we just never used them.
Good that you're using now.
Yeah, so I was like, why? Let's get them in. We always ordered them whenever we did unit models, but because they were never in the game, we never really tested them. So when we activated them, we found a lot of weird things. Because some of them broke kind of badly. There's this legend of this dragon creature in the game because one of the models exploded in a way that made them look like some kind of elongated dragon. That was one of the more fun bugs. If you hit up Starnan, he's got a few screenshots of it. It was good.
Yes, I would.
You want to see the dragon? We got the dragon. It was good times.
Lovely.
But now the retreat animations work.
Good.
I hope. If you find another dragon, please let us know.
Please, I want to see that.
Pretty awesome. But it helps to see who is actually retreating, because previously you had to look for the tiny little icon that said forced retreat, whereas now you can just see them. Even the horses look sad if they have to retreat, which I quite like.
That's super clear.
But we can't make boats.
We should make the Italians have a Lorenzo's face.
Oh!
When they retreat.
Putting Lorenzo's face in the game, you say? Maybe we could arrange that. Maybe.
I'd love to see that.
I think that's Hanover.
I think they're done.
Yuan, it's still not progressed past here for Yuan. So either they're putting up a good defense, or the fighters are just not interested in going further. They're actually pulling back.
Where are the enemies? Oh, here.
Yeah, they've definitely pulled back. Look, they're not here whatsoever. Maybe Nepal made a guest appearance. Nepal is pushing into Persia. I said Persia had great defense, but I didn't consider that Nepal themselves would push in.
And they have a good army.
Yeah, Nepal's been kind of sitting back, going, "Yeah, we've declared the war, then you guys fight it. We've done the hard part." You know, it's like designers, right? I had the idea, right? You just do the work's the easy
Here
part.
are the mock-ups. Go.
Here's the game design. Just do it, right?
Here's my beautiful document.
Yeah. So I thought
Make it
that Nepal was the ideas guy of this war, but no, they're actually going in there and fighting, or at least sieging down for themselves. Nepalese troops are pretty. What does that face mean, Lorenzo? Is it happy? Is it sad? Oh. Where did this idea come from? Maybe we should just make a promise. We'll find a way to put Lorenzo's face in the game.
I agree.
Yeah, there we go. So where's the Persian army then? What are they actually up to?
What are they doing?
Oh well, that answers that question.
Okay, here they come.
They're going to save this fort. Now it's a great fort to attack into for them because it's mountainous, so they get the defensive bonus there. Let's see. Straight away, the Persians don't have such good morale. They're down 1.5 morale. They're down tactics. They're down discipline. That's all pretty bad news. So they're going to be counting on good dice rolls that they're not getting. 1 versus 7, 8 versus 9. But
Yeah.
they need some reinforcements. They need some significantly better reinforcements. No, the other team's getting reinforcements. Nepal and Punjab are coming in, and they are going to.
Oh, but it's about to finish.
Oh, well.
Oh, God.
The reinforcements coming in just in time. That's
maybe
not
it's
a
going
good,
to finish before we
not a good day to be Persian, because they're getting kicked out of their own fort, and that actually advanced the siege progress there. That is bad times for Kashan, and there's a good chance it's going to fall now. They brought all the artillery. They've got a really good leader for it, and 3, 2, 1, close.
Boom.
Close. But yeah, look at this.
God damn it.
They had said early on that they're looking for a good defensive setup, but their defenses are crumbling here. It's not like they don't have the numbers, right? Both sides have really good numbers. Even even cute baby kittens are on their side. Can we actually get over to them? Oh, they can't see it. Here we go, cute baby kittens. They're all.
What?
They're all. They're obviously all found up here in Canada.
Who is this?
This is formerly known as Vinland, a colonial nation for was Norway, now Scandinavia. Texas insisted that they were going to butcher Vinland, so they renamed them Cute Baby Kittens. So instead, they butchered Cute Baby Kittens. And they said it was just in the interest of clean borders, and they kind of have here. They got Quebec. Ugh. I mean, come on, calm down, Matthew. So even with cute baby kittens on their side, and the numbers being fairly balanced out.
And we have a poll update.
Oh, we got a poll update. Let's get that on and see where the popularity is, because that's what it's all about.
Yes,
there's no winners and losers around here. It's all about who gets the popularity contest in the bag. I'm not sure how I feel about Flanders into England, into France, into whatever they're becoming now is being on top.
Something.
But I don't know. Maybe they cast a wide enough net to rally. So like all the Proto-Belgians and half Dutch people, all the English and all the French are getting behind for the voting.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what's happening, but either way, they're coming out on top in the popularity polls. Congrats to them. Big battle occurring again. Persia trying to kick them out, and Persia did kick them out.
Oh, wow.
Batua
Didn't expect that.
Yeah, Batua tried to help, but they were just too
No.
late. Just a bit too late for it all. So now they're going to chase them right back. It costs Batua mill power every time they force march through a province. So they got 94. Now they got 93. They're spending mill power just to be in this war. Speaking of being in wars, Simon, what's Texas doing?
Not much, chilling.
They're taking out the Apache, one of the community favorites.
Really?
We're not doing much anything. Just
Sure,
cleaning
why
up, making the Texas name larger, as you can see.
Try as you might, it'll never be as big as Perm.
You may have to know that I'm playing with the French Paradox, and he is a notorious tall player, developer, and favorite of clean borders. Whereas I am actually a blobber and could not care less about anything else but efficiency. But here we are. Every time I leave him, like all of points just vanish into the development.
But Simon, do you then know that in about an hour and 10 minutes, the French Paradox is going to be on stream? So you have a window of about an hour to do whatever you want, and he can't stop you. But he will watch.
I think that's fair enough. I think we know very well where we stand. We've been really good together, just playing together, and yeah, we'll see. We're just right now just developing.
You're also the 4th place in the fan favorite poll. Should people vote for you?
Well, of course they should vote for us, because I'm very surprised to see France up there, because they've been the party poopers. It's like they wanted a 30-year truth. We've been sitting around doing nothing for 30 years.
Product manager for Europa Universalis, and you're selling it by attacking your enemies verbally.
No. Like I said, France are party poopers, not those individuals. They're very nice people. No, but like it's been very slow ever since, because like there's not much going on. We've tried to defend Spain and give them back after they suffered so much. So right now we're just, it's not much to do. We're a bit unsure if we're gonna go left or right or what's gonna happen. So just making the Texas name great again.
I know about the Tato formation. How about simply breaking that pact and slaughtering the Aztecs like you were meant to do 100 years ago?
Well, I guess I want to be back next year, and I don't want to be known as a oathbreaker, because apparently quite a lot of the veterans here are really, they know each other from years ago, like Switzerland and Italy, and they're obviously really excellent players, and they stuck with each other because they know they're reliable allies. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to be known as the guy who is like untrustworthy. You never know when an death clash happens.
But just think of the popularity poll.
I'm a product manager at PDS. if I was after popularity, I wouldn't be doing my job.
Oh!
It's like maybe I thrive on being a nemesis.
There we go. You're meant to thrive on the tears of your enemies. Well, thank you for that input from the Lone Star State. Although, that's a lot of stars they got. Murdering cute baby kittens, but otherwise keeping it real with Inca, Sardinia, Piedmont, Genoa, and the Aztecs. This war, though, it's not going well for Persia. I just trying to figure out what their plan is here. There's a counterattack, a resurge. Botua's there. They were able to kick Nepal out despite Nepal's superiority, but Nepal's back. They got some Punjabis. Oh, Nepal, right. We'll be able to have the mastermind explain
what's going on.
Just what?
Welcome back, everyone, to the Cozy Corner. I got a representative from Nepal here to kind of help us go into the details of what's going on at the moment. Can you give us kind of a status report?
From the beginning, or...?
Yeah, what has led up to this point right now?
Okay, we had a plan to attack Europe, like not a side or anything, just attack Europe as a whole, and trying to maybe release Florence, since we spawned as Florence in the beginning. Maybe release the Pope, since he's our march in Ming right now, the guy who killed us. Would be kind of neat, but maybe those plans have failed quite a bit. We got very huge block against us. We're a huge block as well, of course, but we're trying to diplomatically take care of the situation right now.
So coming up to this, what are the current things you're trying to do to mitigate all these blocks just coming into and trying to pull you down?
Try and tell them that we no longer have any interest of Persia, of no longer an interest of Europe as a whole. So make them believe that, because it's actually true, and focus on other quests that we also have in mind.
And what
that you hopefully will see realized instead of this one then.
I know Jake has a bunch of questions.
What of Yuan? They're the ones of your side that are suffering the most out of all this. They got all the occupations, and it didn't really seem like...
Yeah, it's
the
an
other-
easy target to ruin if you are a country to ruin with a mandate. So easy pick for them. Unfortunately, easy pick for the opponents.
So how are you going to convince Persia that you're not a threat, given that you're halfway into his country? He has very high war exhaustion.
Yeah, but
and
if we drag this on, this will just continue until the end of the night, right? So we will try and settle this diplomatically, show them that we can do other things, and make the game more dynamic.
I see, I see. Final question, what about the war goal? Why did you choose Texas?
Our entire army were in the west in the beginning, so we said like it's really hard to fight without voice comms here. So we said in the beginning of the war, you take this front, you take this front, we take this front. So our army were in that front, so it was our responsibility. However, Butua came in, crushed us along with the Europeans. So we had a war goal over there since our army were there.
Makes
basically.
sense, just didn't unfold that way. Final question, what will be the fate of Jerusalem? Because they're still hanging on, but I don't think Butua wants them there.
Yeah, well, it was the plan to use him in order to get to Europe, but I actually don't know what will happen with them right now. Probably they will stay alive until the end, hopefully. It's Jerusalem after all.
I'm not sure Butua hopes for that. Oh, well, that's plans for you. Planning is useful, but the plans are often just satellite. So you've given us a lot to look forward to. Hopefully you can spice things up in your own way, but thank you very much for shedding light.
Thank you so much, and back to the caster's desk.
I notice Scandinavia is in a player war. Okay, they're involved in all
involved
of this,
in that.
right?
But are they actively?
Well, we saw them occupying Yuan
Yeah, but
earlier on,
Are they
and now
still there?
they're back home. Oh, right. Nepal, who's looking for a
Oh.
diplomatic situation, just happens to be occupying Scandinavia. I think we were fed a bit of hot tripe on the sofa there. I don't want to call out our interviewees, but that feels a bit of.
Are they on the wall of oath breakers?
It was a hot load of Moszna right there. That was not. Well, we'll see.
I think
Maybe.
their definition of not fighting and being friendly is kind
Yeah.
of different from mine.
Well, we've stopped fighting. We're not moving. We're just sieging down your fort here. Madness. But right, Scandinavia are out of manpower, so they don't want to fight anymore. At least.
Very convenient. I just see some pirates.
Yeah, it's like, please don't raid this room.
What do you want? I don't have gold, I promise. I just have water.
All right, Cozy Corner, take it away.
We, the free pirate nation of the world, declare our undying bond of brotherhood in the pursuit of booze and booty in the International Pirate Confederation. Signed, Tyrone, the Aztecs, Genoa, and Munster. P.S. It's more of a set of guidelines, really.
Awesome.
Yarr.
Can you give us an update on the new big pirate bloc that has been formed?
Yes, certainly. We essentially were saved this morning from total annihilation by our friends, the Genoans and the Aztecs. The Aztecs were like, you guys have heard the story by now of how they became pirates, but as a result, we were saved by the New World. The New World took pity on us and saved us and gave us a second chance at life, and now we have been thriving. We have divvied up the world in a way that we are each making money in different trade nodes and extorting different nations for sweet, sweet ducats. It has been extremely lucrative and profitable. And also, I would like to add, while I'm at it, that Tyrone is now the tallest nation in the world.
Good grief. You know, you're decadent when you're building courthouses in your provinces. That's pretty extreme. Tell me, what is your favorite trade node and why?
That is a very good question. I have a bit of fondness for the English Channel, just because it's very close to home and very profitable. But right now, Lübeck is very tempting, and our friends in Munster are enjoying the sweet, sweet fruits of Coromandel.
So we were calling the English channel Pirate Bay for a short time.
Clearly too short. Mind you, right now, the Netherlands are graciously paying us so that we fuck off.
Well, I want to weigh in with some numbers here. Lübeck are obviously people engage in anti-piracy measures now.
Of course,
So
they were from the beginning.
we have 1,860 guns protecting against piracy in Lübeck node. I thought that's a lot of guns. Then I went down to Coromandel, where there are 4,000 guns engaging in anti-piracy. I think there might be a point where they're spending more on anti-piracy than they would have lost just by letting you have it. Do you feel flattered by this kind of attention?
Oh, certainly. Certainly. But of course, they can always pay us to fuck off, you know? That's how we work. But, I mean, if they're not going to pay us, we'll keep taking the money that's right there in front of us. It's booty.
That's the can-do attitude that
Yarr!
we like.
Thank you so much. Back to the caster's desk.
Yep, I want to give a shout out to Mega City 1, O'Neill Moore, Mega City 2, Identity Crisis, Mega City 3, Mega City 4, and my personal favorite, Mega City 5. Good grief. Well, at least
Anything else?
I think Scotland has been spared the renaming here.
For now.
Home is still untouched, but fairly undeveloped. What a shame. The building, got dry docks and shipyards, obviously, to get the most boats they can. The higher the naval force limit, the more boats they can
They
squeeze
should change
out.
the name.
We'll see. Maybe they'll get some funny ideas afterwards.
Mega City 5.
Paid to just stop privateering. There we go. So they got the Netherlands are paying them 8 ducats in subsidies. This must be the anti-piracy measures.
Oh my god, they're amazing.
Yeah, Netherlands should just rename their country to De Nouveau here. It's like just get rid of the pirates.
The pirates are my favorite now.
Yuan still feeling a bit of the burn here. Right? They're still tanking mandate, although they're trying to turn it around. They just need to be stable, maybe find a tributary or two.
At least no one is in their territory now, apparently.
No, looks like they withdrew here. Oh, here in Texas, our president isn't afraid to get his hands dirty and takes on rebel suppression by himself like a man unlike those socialist kings in Europe.
God.
So Texas is weighing in with the smack talk, but can they lay on the smack down? It's been a while since we've seen Texas boots on ground in Europe, stirring things up in warfare. Are they willing to come back? SARS. He's calling them SARS. Even though, like, what is a Russia? It's just all
No
gone.
Russia.
Perm are doing good on the big name front here. They could make it even bigger, though. Oh, right. We never really saw the conclusion of that, but
They took Nassau.
surprising absolutely nobody, they secured a whole bunch of land off of Hanover. So, I mean, Hanover still exists, but they had this big chunk torn out of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 provinces, including Frankfurt. That's a pretty swell paper-producing center of trade.
Is Switzerland still trying to improve relationship with Netherlands? Yes.
Yes, they are. Why would they do such a thing?
I don't know.
But their only allies are Poland, France, and
The only
Italy.
rival is Texas now?
Yeah. Not sure if they'll actually go and fight the Lone Star State, but
Yeah.
I would really like to see them take the next fight with Netherlands. I just want to see them fight everybody around them, maybe like anti-clockwise, like so, just to show that they are the top dog. Because I struggle to think of who could beat them. Okay,
I
well,
wonder
since
what happened in the backstage.
yeah, anything could be happening. Well, since we've got a bit of downtime, why don't we talk a bit about the event and stuff behind the scenes overall? Because whilst obviously this LAN of EU4 has been the main event, there's been loads of other stuff happening, and the fact that we're in a big old castle. What have you seen just going around in the downtime here?
First, I saw a lot of people running. That's the thing I saw the most. People running and sneaking around. So people in dark corners having conversations.
Yeah.
And other cool stuff like cats. Lots of cats.
You don't say. I don't think we'd brought up the cats before.
There were some falconry today.
Did you go to see the falcon?
Yes.
Ah, dang, I missed that.
Falcons, owls, and lots of cool birds.
Was it a display, or were you able to like put the glove on?
You
it?
could put the gloves.
Oh man, yeah,
Yes.
those claws could rip your arms off.
Yeah.
You need that on.
So the claws are stronger than wolf's bite.
Yeah, I've never been.
I believe it. I
Never
saw
been
the
bitten
claws.
by a wolf, but
I don't want to.
Yeah, it's not on my list of things. It's not on the bucket list. Okay,
And-
but the cozy corner is interrupting our reminiscing about the castle. But what for? What could it be?
What for? Do everyone see us? Fantastic. We have Switzerland, or an envoy from Switzerland here to explain a little bit what was going on in Europe. So can you please tell us a little bit about what was going on and what happened with Hanover?
Yeah, well, first we had a very long war against the Americans with the Aztecs and the Texas. Like every time they tried to land somewhere, we basically went there and killed them. But since we didn't have any boats, we couldn't defend the British Isles. So they lost some provinces there. So that also meant that we couldn't form France, since they couldn't form Great Britain. So we couldn't have our Switzerland with French IDs, or rather, as our if we had 10 more hours, I think we would have at least tried to make deals for having a Germany with French IDs. But the Hanover part was the first with taking some land. We see we looked for something to fight, and we thought Swiss versus Netherlands, Hanover, and Andalusia might be something reasonable. Too bad we didn't get to have all of them, but we killed the 120k Andalusians that came up, and then we took some fights and won the war.
So I want to focus a little bit about the stalemate and the deadlock in Europe. What are your thoughts about that? What's going to happen going forward? We are just a few hours from the end of this session.
Yeah.
What do you intend to do as one of the greatest powers in the world when it comes to military?
Right now, we're the only great power in Europe. The other great powers are outside Europe for obvious reasons. There's a very big Asian war going on, and we are not looking to interfere in that. We would obviously defend Fort Europe, so no one is coming to Constantinople without fighting us or any other mainland Europe province. But we're not really looking to do any offensive wars. But if something happens, something happens, and otherwise we're just making sure that players get to enjoy reasonable fights and have a fun time together. I heard that Hanover and Saxony might duke something out, and we'll see what happens around. We're kind of looking for a 1v1 versus any other one, so if someone wants to have a 1v1, please join.
Is this a challenge?
Hang on, is Swiss trying to daddy the playground to make sure that no one takes up too much space? Is that what's happening here?
No, it's more we don't own a single coastal province. We don't intend to own a coastal province, because then they become raiders. But otherwise, we're aiming to have a good time and drink some beers with friends.
You said you would take on one-on-ones if people were keen on them. Well, I'm keen on a one-on-one, then it's you versus Italy.
That can be arranged.
Excellent. Oh wow!
Not now.
Now, as I understand, you had. I've said that you were MVPs in the game, and you said yes, but there is one mistake that you made, and that was trusting the Pope.
Let's just say that we were on the weaker end of the scale at that time, and
well, I mean, now Milan have pretty much what was the Pope, so you might as well see that as one and right the wrong.
Yeah, we can see about that in a few years.
It's a promise for you, the viewers at home. Wait, why are you at war?
What?
They're at war with the French again in a Texan war of honor?